on this Jimbo Vision, Tale of Tales. Right then, Tale of Tales, Matteo Garrone's dark triptych of Baroque fables based on the 16th century works of poet Giambattista Basile and featuring kings, queens, ogres, a giant flea and a flayed woman. It's a Baroque horror show. Now, Garrone made his name with Gomorrah, 2008's ultra-violent Italian gangster epic in which whole squads of people saw Naples and died. This shares with that film the same immoral take on the university, intertwining storylines and the propensity for people to meet random violent ends. In other regards, though, it is a real shift, plunging us into a mythical world of three neighbouring kingdoms that still look an awful lot like Italy, but which are full of dark and fabulous events. There's High Hills, where the king, Toby Jones, obsesses over a pet flea while neglecting his princess daughter. Strongcliffe, where lecherous regent Vincent Cassel gets grand designs at chasing a hag in a hovel that he's convinced is a nubile young beauty. And Long Trellis, where Salma Hayek and John C. Reilly have no heir. I know how that feels. Until a tall dark stranger comes to call, explaining what might be available to those who pay the price. Typical two-tier health system.
What must we do?
Hunt down a sea monster, cut out its heart, and have it cooked by a virgin, but she must be alone. When your majesty eats the heart, you will become pregnant instantly.
IVF was simpler in those days. Now, these Italian fables are a world away from your Walt Disneys, which tend to have happy endings, while this one, Disney. And being so uniquely Italian in flavour, it is an unusual choice for Garrone's first English language production, but he has assembled a great cast that features not only Hayek, but also some fine bits of nominative determinism. Bebe Cave, who ends up living in a cave, Vincent Cassel, who's in a castle, and John C. Reilly, who battles a sea monster. That undersea skirmish, by the way, with a sea dragon is just one of the many visual treats in this, a film that's a carnival of colour and imagery, at times surreal, at times sumptuous, at times spine-tingling. However, beyond the visual treats, not everything else satisfies about this movie. For one thing, the sheer randomness of the stories can grow wearisome. Other than royal families are dangerous, which is something, I guess, I struggle to draw any coherent moral message from these Italian folktales. Seriously, if this is what they grew up listening to, no wonder their cities end up like Gomorrah. For another, Garrone does little to build any emotional involvement with his characters. They remain fairy tale archetypes. And 2¼ hours is just a long time to spend watching folk you have no real emotional connection with. We get enough of that at Christmas lunch. So then, Tale of Tales, a visual treat, but regretfully only a 6 out of 10 on Jimbo Vision.